Have you ever noticed that after the age of 60, your eyes just don't feel the same anymore? Perhaps you've felt that scratchy, gritty sensation, as though there were sand in your eyes. Or maybe you've struggled with burning and redness, forcing you to blink more often just to get a few seconds of relief. Some mornings, your eyelids feel glued shut, and by evening, the simple act of reading a book, watching television, or even enjoying a walk outdoors becomes uncomfortable. These are not just random annoyances. They're signs of a condition known as dry eyes, and it's far more common than most people realize, especially as we grow older. The truth is, dry eyes can do more than cause irritation. They can chip away at your independence and your quality of life. Reading becomes tiring, television becomes less enjoyable, and even driving at night can feel risky because of the discomfort and blurred vision that often come along with the condition. Seniors who once loved social activities may begin to avoid them, not because they've lost interest, but because it's exhausting to participate when your eyes feel like they're on fire. So, why does this happen after 60? The answer lies in the way our bodies change with age. Our eyes are constantly coated with a protective layer of tears that don't just show up when we cry. Every blink spreads a thin, invisible film across the eye's surface, keeping it moist, clear, and protected from dust and bacteria. This tear film has three important layers: an oily layer on the outside that slows evaporation, a watery layer in the middle that hydrates, and a mucus layer inside that spreads everything evenly. As we age, especially once we pass 60, the delicate glands that create these layers begin to slow down. Hormonal changes, common medications like those for blood pressure or cholesterol, and even health conditions such as diabetes or arthritis all interfere with tear production. On top of that, years of exposure to dry air, heating, air conditioning, or simply spending more time on digital devices leave our eyes struggling to stay hydrated. It's as if the natural fountain that kept our eyes moist in earlier years begins to dry up. But dryness isn't just about lack of moisture, it's also about inflammation. The small glands along your eyelids, called meibomian glands, produce the oils that keep your tears from evaporating too quickly. When these glands get clogged or inflamed, the tear film becomes unstable. Imagine a roof missing half its shingles. It can't keep the rain out properly. In the same way, an unstable tear film leaves your eyes vulnerable to dust, wind, and irritation. What many people don't realize is that food and nutrition play a huge role in this story. Certain nutrients can directly improve the health of your tear film, reducing inflammation and helping your eyes stay comfortable. For instance, omega-3 fatty acids from fish, antioxidants like vitamin E, and carotenoids such as lutein and zeaxanthin all act like reinforcements for your eyes. They don't just protect against future damage, they can also ease the burning, stinging, and gritty feeling that's already bothering you. Let's pause for a moment and imagine something. You're sitting down for a meal. You add a simple, nourishing food to your plate, not a fancy pill, not an expensive eye drop. And over the next few days or weeks, your eyes start to feel less irritated. Reading becomes easier again. The walk you enjoy every evening doesn't leave your eyes watering from the wind. Watching your favorite TV program no longer requires constant blinking. It feels almost like your eyes have taken a refreshing drink of water from the inside out. That is the power of the right nutrition. Of course, this doesn't mean artificial tears or medications aren't helpful. They absolutely can provide relief, especially for acute symptoms. But the difference is that eye drops treat the surface. They soothe for the moment and then wear off. The right foods, on the other hand, nourish your eyes from within. They strengthen the natural systems that your body already has in place, giving you comfort that lasts longer than a few minutes. This is why the connection between diet and eye health is such an exciting field of research for scientists and such an empowering piece of knowledge for older adults. You don't have to sit back and accept that dry eyes are just part of aging. You can actively do something about it, starting with what you put on your plate. So, What is the first food that can make a powerful difference in easing dry eyes after 60? The answer is surprisingly simple: salmon and other fatty fish that are rich in omega-3 fatty acids. You might be wondering, why salmon? What makes it so special compared to other foods? The secret lies in two specific omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA. These healthy fats are like golden fuel for your eyes. EPA works by reducing inflammation in the tiny glands around your eyelids that produce the oils in your tears, while DHA helps maintain the health of the retina and the cells that line the surface of your eyes. Together, they make your tears more stable and effective, which means less irritation, less redness, and less of that scratchy, gritty feeling. Think of it this way: your tears are like a protective shield. When the shield is thin and fragile, it breaks apart easily, leaving your eyes exposed. But when you eat foods rich in omega-3s, that shield becomes thicker, smoother, and more resilient. Instead of evaporating in seconds, your tears last longer, coating your eyes and keeping them comfortable throughout the day. The science behind this is well established. A study published in Investigative Ophthalmology and Visual Science found that older adults who regularly consumed omega-3 fatty acids had a significantly lower risk of developing chronic dry eye syndrome. Another study involving more than 30,000 women showed that those who ate 2 servings of fatty fish per week were far less likely to experience dry eye symptoms compared to women who ate fish only occasionally. These aren't just abstract numbers. They're real results that can translate into comfort and clarity in your daily life. Let's make this practical. Imagine you're planning dinner. Instead of defaulting to chicken or pork, you decide to prepare a salmon fillet. You drizzle it with olive oil, sprinkle some herbs, and bake it until the outside is crisp and the inside flakes apart with a fork. It's delicious, satisfying, and nourishing. Over time, as salmon becomes a regular part of your diet, you notice something subtle but important. The irritation in your eyes isn't as constant anymore. You can sit through your favorite TV show without needing to reach for eye drops every 10 minutes. You can read a few more chapters in that novel you love. Even walks outside feel gentler on your eyes, as if they've regained some of the resilience they had years ago. Now, what if you don't like fish? Or what if salmon isn't always available or affordable? The good news is that other fatty fish, such as mackerel, sardines, or tuna, carry similar benefits. And for those who prefer plant-based options, foods like flax seeds, chia seeds, and walnuts are wonderful sources of ALA, another type of omega-3. While ALA isn't quite as potent as EPA and DHA, your body can convert some of it into the active forms your eyes need. So, whether you're stirring chia seeds into yogurt, sprinkling ground flaxseed on oatmeal, or adding walnuts to a salad, you're still giving your eyes valuable support. It's worth noting that omega-3s don't just benefit your eyes, they benefit your whole body. They support heart health, reduce joint stiffness, and even improve mood and brain function. This means that when you commit to eating salmon or walnuts for your eyes, you're also giving your entire body a boost. It's like getting multiple rewards for one simple change in your diet. But here's where the encouragement comes in. Don't think of this as a strict medical prescription. Instead, think of it as a gift you can give yourself. Each meal is a chance to nurture your health, and adding omega-3 rich foods is one of the easiest, most delicious steps you can take. You don't need fancy supplements or complicated recipes. Just a couple of servings of salmon per week, or small daily additions of nuts and seeds, can begin to shift the balance toward comfort and relief. And remember, this isn't about perfection. Maybe you can't always have fish twice a week. Maybe you'll forget to add flax seeds now and then. That's okay. What matters is consistency over time. Your eyes don't need perfection, they need steady support. With each meal that includes omega-3s, you're reinforcing your body's natural ability to protect and hydrate your eyes. If omega-3 rich foods like salmon give your eyes the building blocks to fight inflammation and stay moist, then the second food we need to focus on adds the finishing touch: a nutrient that protects your tears from breaking down too quickly and shields your eyes from oxidative stress. That food is the almond. Yes, something as simple as a handful of almonds each day can become a powerful ally against dry eyes. Almonds are rich in vitamin E, one of the most effective antioxidants for eye health. While omega-3s help produce and stabilize tears, vitamin E works like a bodyguard. It prevents damage from free radicals, unstable molecules that accumulate in the body due to aging, sunlight, and environmental toxins. These free radicals can damage the cells that line your eyes, weakening tear production and making the surface more prone to irritation. Vitamin E neutralizes these free radicals, protecting your eyes at the cellular level. It also plays a unique role in preserving the oils in your tear film, stopping them from oxidizing or going bad. That means your tears stay smoother, stronger, and protective for longer. Research has confirmed this. Older adults with higher vitamin E intake tend to have better tear quality and fewer complaints of dryness. In other words, almonds don't just protect your eyes from future damage. They actively help you feel more comfortable in the present. Now let's make this practical. Picture yourself enjoying your morning coffee or tea. Alongside your drink, instead of reaching for a sugary pastry or biscuit, you grab a small handful of almonds. They're crunchy, satisfying, and easy to carry around. Over the weeks, you may start to notice small but meaningful changes. Less stinging in the evening, fewer moments of blurred vision while reading, and more comfort when sitting outside in the wind. And the beauty of almonds lies in their versatility. They can be eaten raw, roasted, or blended into almond butter. They can be sprinkled on salads, stirred into oatmeal, or added to yogurt with berries for a quick snack. For those who prefer savory meals, almond flour can even be used in baking or cooking. Every bite delivers not only vitamin E but also protein, magnesium, and healthy fats, nutrients that nourish your body far beyond your eyes. But almonds are not the only source. Other vitamin E-rich foods include sunflower seeds, hazelnuts, peanuts, and leafy greens like spinach. This means you don't need to rely on just one food. Variety will still give you the same protection. If almonds aren't your favorite, sunflower seeds sprinkled on a salad or a handful of hazelnuts as an afternoon snack can provide the same benefits. The key is consistency. Your body doesn't store vitamin E in large amounts, so regular intake is essential. To understand how this works, imagine your eyes as a small lake. Without protection, pollutants and heat slowly dry it up, leaving cracks in the soil. But when you regularly add clean, nourishing water, the lake remains vibrant, protecting the plants and animals that depend on it. Vitamin E is that daily nourishment. It keeps your eyes' tear lake full, balanced, and resilient. It's natural to wonder, though, can something so small really make a difference? The answer is yes, and science backs it up. Clinical studies have shown that antioxidants like vitamin E reduce oxidative stress in the eyes, keeping the tear-producing glands healthier and improving comfort. When combined with omega-3s, vitamin E provides a synergistic effect. One reduces inflammation, while the other shields cells from further damage. Together, they form a strong team that directly targets the root causes of dry eyes. There's also an emotional aspect to this. Many seniors feel discouraged when symptoms of aging, like dry eyes, start to interfere with their daily lives. It's easy to believe nothing can be done, but the truth is, small, consistent steps make a real difference. A handful of almonds is not just a snack. It's an act of self-care, a daily choice to nourish your body and reclaim comfort. Every time you reach for them, you're sending yourself a message. My health matters. My comfort matters. So the next time you're feeling that familiar burning or itching, don't think only of artificial tears. Think of the bigger picture. By fueling your body with foods like almonds, you're addressing the cause, not just the symptoms. You're protecting your eyes for today and for the years ahead. And here's the best part. This step is simple. No complicated meal plans, no expensive supplements, just a handful of nuts or seeds each day. Over time, those small steps build up into lasting changes. We've talked about omega-3s from salmon to rebuild the strength of your tear film, and we've looked at almonds and vitamin E to shield your eyes from oxidative stress. Now, it's time to bring in the third piece of the puzzle, a food so basic and accessible that many people overlook it. That food is simply water. Yes, the simplest habit of all, drinking enough water each day, can transform how your eyes feel. It may sound almost too simple, but here's the reality. Tears are mostly made of water. Without enough hydration, your body can't produce the volume or quality of tears needed to keep your eyes comfortable. Seniors are particularly vulnerable to dehydration because the sensation of thirst becomes weaker with age. By the time you feel thirsty, your body may already be running low on fluids. And when the body has to ration water, it naturally sends it to vital organs like the heart and brain first, leaving your eyes to suffer the consequences. Think about the last time you forgot to drink enough water on a hot day. Maybe your lips felt dry, your mouth sticky, or your skin dull. Your eyes feel the exact same way when you're dehydrated, dry, tight, and irritated. That stinging sensation many people chalk up to just age is often the result of the body crying out for hydration. The good news is that the solution is incredibly straightforward. Aiming for about 6 to 8 glasses of water per day can make a noticeable difference. For some people, it might mean carrying a reusable bottle and sipping throughout the day. For others, it could mean enjoying hydrating foods like cucumbers, watermelon, and oranges alongside meals. Herbal teas count as well, and even soups contribute to your daily hydration. What doesn't count, unfortunately, are drinks heavy in caffeine or alcohol, both of which act as diuretics and can actually dry you out further. Let's imagine a simple daily routine. You wake up in the morning and before reaching for your coffee, you drink a glass of plain water. Around mid-morning, while reading or checking your messages, you refill your bottle. At lunch, you enjoy a bowl of vegetable soup and a side of fresh fruit. By mid-afternoon, instead of grabbing another coffee, you brew a cup of chamomile tea. At dinner, you include water-rich vegetables like zucchini or tomatoes. By the end of the day, you've met your hydration needs without ever feeling like it was a chore. Within a few weeks of consistently hydrating, many seniors notice a difference. Their eyes feel less gritty, blinking is more comfortable, and evenings are no longer filled with the constant urge to rub tired eyes. It's not magic. It's just the body getting what it has needed all along. Science supports this simple habit as well. Research has shown that people who drink adequate fluids have higher tear volume and fewer signs of dry eye disease compared to those who don't. One study even found that mild dehydration could reduce tear production within just a few hours, highlighting how sensitive the eyes are to changes in hydration. This is why regular, steady water intake is more effective than trying to catch up by gulping down several glasses at once. There's also an emotional angle here. For many older adults, health advice can feel complicated. Don't eat this, avoid that, take this supplement, remember that pill. It can be overwhelming, but water is refreshingly simple. It's inexpensive, universally available, and doesn't require any special preparation. Every sip you take is a quiet reminder that caring for your health doesn't have to be complicated. Of course, hydration works best when combined with the other strategies we've discussed. Omega-3s build stronger, longer-lasting tears. Vitamin E protects and preserves them. And water gives your body the raw material it needs to produce them in the first place. Together, they create a powerful trio that targets dry eyes from every angle, reducing inflammation, shielding against damage, and restoring the natural tear film that keeps your eyes comfortable. As we wrap up, let's bring this back to the bigger picture. Dry eyes after 60 are not an inevitable sentence. They are a signal, a gentle nudge from your body that it needs extra care and nourishment. By choosing salmon or walnuts for omega-3s, almonds or sunflower seeds for vitamin E, And staying mindful about daily hydration, you're not just soothing your eyes for today. You're building a foundation for clearer, more comfortable vision in the years ahead. And beyond the physical comfort, there's something empowering about this approach. It reminds us that even as we age, we are not powerless. We can make small, intentional choices that improve our daily lives. Every meal, every snack, every glass of water becomes a step toward independence, vitality, and ease. So the next time your eyes feel tired, itchy, or dry, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, have I nourished them today? Did I give them the healthy fats, the protective antioxidants, and the hydration they deserve? When you do, you'll discover that relief doesn't just come from a bottle of drops. It can come from your own kitchen, one simple choice at a time. Your eyes have carried you through decades of laughter, tears, adventures, and memories. They deserve this care. And with each mindful choice, you give them the gift of clarity, comfort, and strength for all the moments still to come.